Thoughts become things. Jumbo, fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, time for a spiritual tune-up. Each day, Monday through Friday, I answer your questions. So post them right now below on Facebook or Instagram. They could be my talking points in the days ahead. Today's question is, kind of a heartbreaker. We've all been through it. It may lie ahead. If you know the terrain and you know what's going on, it's a lot easier to manage. Mike, how to let go when I can't imagine life without them. The person I chose did not choose me. I know I need to let go, and I'm meditating and trying to trust and believe the universe will provide me better, but still I hold on. Oh my gosh, I have been there. I really think everyone has been there. And that doesn't mean that it's easy. That doesn't mean it gets easier. But I do have a couple of things to think about. Clearly, to begin with, you gotta drill down to the truth. I remember I would journal when I had my heart so shattered that I lost weight for 4 weeks in a row, and I was skinny to begin with. I was nauseous all of the time. It was really, really such a difficult time in my life, one of the most difficult times of my life. But I would journal. Why do I feel so bad when I know that I am of God, by God, pure God? How can I have let somebody else's judgment of my worthiness replace my own? Because that's exactly what you've done. We find somebody who we put on a pedestal and we think they're all that, and we're lit up because that amazing person sees us as amazing. And when they pull that back, we feel like we have been called out and recognized for the truth of who we really are. Not that much. You have allowed somebody else's opinion of yourself to blind you of your own ability to see your awesome, beautiful, incredibly unique nature. This is what you've done. Starting point. Get real. And then start angling, maybe through journaling, maybe through meditating like you're doing. How could I have lost my way when I know this? I'm awesome, I'm creative, I'm beautiful, I have a great sense of humor. Just give yourself that ammunition. You deserve it. We should all be talking about ourselves like this all the time. You know, look in the mirror, smile, really big, bright smile. Say, I love you, you're amazing. I love that twinkle in your eye. I love that glint in your smile. I love your savoir-faire. I love the way you figure out problems. I love the way you love people. I love the way you... Everything. Non-stop celebration of the God within you, the goddess within you. This is true. I've got more. I've got a lot more to give you. However trite this may sound, you know, we are handicapped, if you will, here in the jungles of time and space, not necessarily able to readily see the truth. And we get along certain ruts, we go in certain ruts, we have certain trappings, we think along certain lines that don't serve us, but this becomes embedded because it's painless until somebody leaves, and then we realize we gave away our power. I mean, it's one thing to feel awesome about yourself because so many people love you, okay? But this is not a great reason to feel awesome about yourself. You need to feel awesome about yourself because you are awesome. And so if the people come and go, you're still awesome. But you wouldn't know you had a chink in your armor if the scenery and the circumstances and the approval of other people didn't come and go, wax and wane. So it's this great gift. You wouldn't want to be naive forever and ever and be so happy because other people love you and not realize that you have given your power away. So this is a great blessing, believe it or not. The day will come when you so appreciate that you were able to dig down and see how awesome you are. But what I'm getting at here is time. It took a long time for you to kind of build up the fortress that you've hidden behind. And you didn't know you even needed it. Now you know that you created a fortress when you were awesome all along and you're not vulnerable. It's going to take a little time to change horses, to insert and plant new beliefs. Be patient and be loving with yourself. This is the least you deserve. I will tell you, when I went through such a dark chapter in my life, for 4 weeks I lost weight. And for 12 months, I had that unending argument in my mind, justification in my mind, how dare you, how could you in my mind. It was a year before I got over it. But it was much more difficult in the beginning, to the degree that I would literally wonder if I would ever be happy again, truly happy. I was so devastated for probably onwards of 2 months. And then after I got out of the devastation, it just hurt like hell and I was angry. It's okay. This is normal. The sooner you see your folly, the sooner you see the mistakes you've made, the sooner you will emerge from it. And then ultimately, within a couple of years, and I've still got more points to give you, I got to the place, I would say within 3 years, maybe 2 years, I got to the place and it held fast. Like, hallelujah, I didn't go down that path. Oh my God, I would have been a miserable person forever and ever if this relationship hadn't ended. The relationship that ended, that made me so sick in my heart and in my stomach, within time, it was like the biggest thing I ever escaped from in my life. And you will say the same thing. You will give thanks that you didn't go further down that path. Now, your relationship with that person is different than my relationship with that person. You can always keep out the possibilities. Maybe that person is going to come around and learn the error of their ways, but you don't need that. And if they don't, it's just as well somebody better is going to come along who doesn't need to be helped to see your awesomeness. So number one, give it time. Number two, while you'll leave the door open, create space from that person. Just create the space. Do not go there. Do not entertain them. Do not take their phone calls. You can do that with love. You don't have to be, I'm always going to love you, so I'm always here and give me a call. It's like, look, unless you've had a change of heart and you want to start over again, do not call me. Okay? You have to have that space in order to heal and see what you're not now seeing. To begin loving yourself without someone else's approval, which is the ultimate lesson here that you and all of us eventually need to learn. Number one, diversify your life. This will be so much harder in the beginning than a little bit later on. But I said it took a year and then 2 or 3 before I was really crazy happy again. It's worth a year or 2 or 3 if in the end you're going to be crazy happy. And that doesn't mean you're going to have a year or 2 or 3 of misery. The first month or 2 was sheer misery for me. But then immediately it started getting better. Immediately I was getting distracted. I would still have the arguments, but it got better. I was happy. Maybe I dated, so long ago, 20 years ago, I hardly remember. I hardly care. I'm in such a blissful place and have been for almost all of the past 20 years, except for that little speed bump that enabled me to get my groove back on. But diversify your life. You are so much more than any relationship, than with any person. You are the person to love right now. But it's not just about love yourself. That's a tall task. That's going to come naturally. Diversify. Focus on your career. Focus on your fur babies. Focus on your health. Focus on fitness. Focus on hobbies. Focus on self-improvement, like you're asking this question. Diversify your life so it's not all about, if they don't love me, who will love me? I need to be in a relationship. The clock is running. It's like, even when you're in the most amazing relationship of the world, you still have your whole entire life to deal with. You still have to figure out your career, your health, your fitness, your goals, your satisfaction, your creativity. Work on all those things now. Do not be so silly to think that, once I have my love interest, everything else will take care of itself. Nothing else will take care of itself. Nothing. And you'll become codependent and it's going to go down. Not good. You're going down. Unless you have a life. So build that life now and you're going to dig it. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. And it's not going to be dependent on someone else. And if you have a great relationship right now and you're not building a life, then go build a life right now, okay? Because then you're going to put legs under that table and then you're going to have so much more to bring to that relationship. As I found in my life, I got focused in all these other areas, hobbies, passions, career, work, became a speaker, became a writer, and I was able to not only love myself more, enjoy my life more, but I brought so much more to the relationship. So diversify. Do things you enjoy to the degree you can find them. And I know if you're wondering how you'll ever be happy again, it's like you're going to have to fake it because nothing's going to bring you joy in the very beginning. But your nature is indomitable. You are this constantly blooming ray of sunshine. That's who you really are. There are infinite possibilities for your love and joy and fulfillment before you. Don't let somebody else's poor judgment diminish your ability to love this awesome world, this beautiful adventure, and the infinite possibilities that are now before you for the absolute best of your life. You will celebrate what you're going through right now one day. Whether the person comes back or somebody else, or you just have an amazingly diverse, rocking life, you will celebrate the crossroads you're going through right now. That you asked the hard questions, that you bit the bullet, you went within, and you became so much more than you were prior to the walls crumbling around you. Okay, fellow adventurers, we're getting really close to launch day for the 21-day adventure of discovering and monetizing your side hustle. I've created the 21 videos. I'm on fire. You're going to love them. Every day, a brand new video. Every day, integrative exercises for your workbook. Every day, a note from the universe, including on Saturdays and Sundays during these 3 weeks. Everybody gets access to our private community on Facebook. Already the posting is blowing up. A lot of exciting, good-looking, fun, well-rounded people there. Hey, hint, hint. And there's going to be 4 workshops. I'll deliver 4 one-hour workshops, immediately followed by live Q&A for 30 minutes on your side hustle, how to discover it, how to monetize it. You don't know what your side hustle is? It will find you. Let me show you how easy it can be. I've been living off of and thriving financially and in terms of fulfillment and creativity, my side hustles for 33 years. Last time I got a paycheck from a company other than mine was in the 1980s. And it's not like I had a trust fund to rely on. I had nothing other than very meager life savings. The first year I hardly paid myself anything because my company couldn't afford me, couldn't afford anybody. And I've learned a few lessons. Plus, I was a certified public accountant for PricewaterhouseCoopers. So let me show you practicality, logic, dreaming, metaphysics, all rolled into one so that your life can blast off. Okay, long broadcast today. Thanks for the great questions. There's a super cool question on karma. I have spoken on karma before. There's over 300 earlier spiritual tune-ups. Check out the archives in Facebook and Instagram. And I'm going to go back to karma tomorrow because some of the questions are new and a whole lot of fun. So ask your questions about aliens, karma, relationships, whatever, so that you can thrive as you were born to thrive. Hasta pronto. Te amo. Lo hecho de menos. Already. Bye.